Hello everyone, this is Bhargav Reddy joining you from Bangalore, India. I'm the Regional Operations Director at APAC Assistance. I'll be covering off on the issues that are covered in our major developments daily roundup for East Asia Pacific. In Hong Kong, the US takes action against Beijing's passage of national security law. The US President Donald Trump said on May 29th that he was directing his administration to begin the process of eliminating special treatment for Hong Kong. This is in response to China's plans to impose new security law in Hong Kong. The new legislation would ban any acts or activities that endanger China's national security, including separatism, subversion, foreign interference, and terrorism. Trump said that he would withdraw funding from the World Health Organization and Hong Kong's special trade status and suspend visas of graduate students from China. In another issue we assess today, eight new members were sworn into Timor-Leste's cabinet. President Francisco Gutierrez Luolo swore in eight new members in a ceremony held at the presidential palace on May 20. The coalition holds 41 of the 65 seats. However, the makeup of the ministries is not yet complete. Key ministries remain empty after CNRC members either resigned or were dismissed earlier this month. Other developments in East Asia Pacific we have assessed are in Indonesia. Gajah Mada University in Yogyakarta cancelled a plan to hold an online discussion about the constitutional mechanism for removing a president from office on May 29. And in Thailand, more than 14,000 people in Thailand have contracted dengue fever and 11 have died so far this year, the Disease Control Department said yesterday. In Malaysia, a third audio recording of Bersatu meeting held before the country's political turmoil in February this year made its rounds on social media. In Singapore, Singapore and Malaysia have reached an agreement to defer the Kuala Lumpur Singapore High Speed Rail project again until the end of the year. In Myanmar, the World Bank has approved a $350 million credit from the International Development Association to increase the output and efficiency of innovation. In Philippines, a group of drivers and operators on May 29 announced plans to hold a noise barrage today. It is to protest the government policy to let only new jeepneys ply their routes when many parts of the country, including Metro Manila, transition to a less restrictive form of lockdown. In Papua New Guinea, the Supreme Court dismissed a case filed by the opposition member of parliament, Belden Nama, in March. The case questioned the constitutionality of James Marape's election as prime minister last year. In China, President Xi called for advancing the implementation of the newly adopted civil code on May 29. Xi hailed the important status of the code in the legal system of socialism with Chinese characteristics and described it as a basic law that has fundamental significance, stabilizes people's expectations, and benefits future development. Also in China, the chairman of 13th National People's Congress Standing Committee, Li Shanchu, issued a warning on May 29th to Taiwan's secessionist forces. In Japan, Japan has not responded to South Korea's request for restrictions imposed earlier this month. In South Korea will discuss the United States invitation to a group of seven. An official from the presidential office, Cheong Hwa Dae, said yesterday. The US President Donald Trump said on May 30th that he planned to invite South Korea to a G7 summit meeting rescheduled for September, along with non G7 countries India, Australia, and Russia. North Korea on May 30th expressed its support for China's decision to impose new security laws on Hong Kong. In Australia, mining giant Rio Tinto apologized for blowing up 46,000-year-old Aboriginal caves in Western Australia dating back to the last ice age. In New Zealand, heavy rains and strong winds are predicted to continue in North Island today. These were some of the major issues we covered in the daily roundup of major developments in East Asia Pacific today. To know more about our products and how to subscribe to them or inquire about our membership services, please reach out to us at iqueries@apacassistance.com. Our membership clients have the ability to task our analytical team to gain deeper into any of the major developments which may affect their operation.